So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball. But the runners are still vital, and that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. A nice throw there, and you know, it's the first career start for this junior quarterback. And head coach Red O'Brien, he has said that he plans to use both of his top quarterbacks this year. We weren't even sure who was going to get the nod in this first game. He kept it a secret basically until just prior to kickoff.
And I tell you what, partner, I've got to give it to the new head coach Red O'Brien, because as a former defensive coordinator, I'm sure he thought to himself, what would drive me insane trying to prepare for this game? Oh, that's right. Not knowing who's going to play quarterback and not being able to truly prepare. So he did exactly that here, starting his head coaching tenure, putting the pressure on his opponent by not naming his starter. So he's going to see how both of them play, I would expect, in this game. See who has the hot hand.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown from 40 yards out. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Mappy?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Sets up a third down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get this.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Longhorns 7, Gators nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught, right side, Green. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly.
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And got his man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's now his 4th touchdown pass to the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
Gators 3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Slater on the return.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now he's forced out right. Little underneath throw into the hands of Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Results.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punter for Texas out on the field. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take. On 1st down, Oliver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Darren Walker there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
Their own 25-yard line.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, while, yes, he can throw it, he's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual-threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said has in trouble, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Martin. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniel.
Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Martin will return. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
1st down and goal to go.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead.
The kicker on.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down. Daniel. They go screenplay to Langford. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
For the point after.
Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense, ready to get the drive started. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Austin football. They're looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And locates Walker complete. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker, 28 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
48-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They're on their toes, and they're getting out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Daniel now. A little flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down now. It's Woods. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I would come right back at them.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Offside defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Martin. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Green. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Longhorns 28, Hurricanes nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Longhorns 35, Hurricanes nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. They'll take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Martin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 23-yard run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker. Plug in the rock.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Daniel over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways, my word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Longhorns offense has not missed a beat, and that Texas fan base, it is large, it is loud, it is proud, and they can start to smell it now. They are about to be headed for a national title game as they start out on this drive here, 1st and 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This young quarterback does have the support of former players and teammates. He actually told us that he heard from former Longhorns like Colt McCoy and also Earl Thomas as they reached out to him via social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And this is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd down, Daniel. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
13-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air. Daniel on second down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Daniel. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10.
Hurricanes first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Daniel throwing again. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Daniel. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This is caught by Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Daniels, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Ground and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And it's incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like
the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Showtime. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Texas Longhorns are moving on to play for a national title.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you're upset, but that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. You're the guy who's going to lead this team to victory. Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Longhorn quarterback. They trail at the break. Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. Slater on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come up here to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team's got a pretty good alternative. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their fifth national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005 and haven't won it since. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Longhorns have the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first two quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any... They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Quarterback is sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Young working out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. It's Mason. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
And his kick here is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Martin. He can't get him down. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Sooners 9.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A run here with Pierce. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Martin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run it again with Martin. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown.
Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly.
Sooners 9.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
The Sooners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession.
Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, and just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10.
10 at the 44-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll decide to keep this once more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys in their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch the flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
Did she say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Yeah. Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just suspecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No. Give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's...
Something good, I hope?
Well, it was... something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision. But I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, it seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
So, the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. No, this cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where's the last place you looked at him?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record. I tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.